This video is sponsored by Catch Beauty. Hi guys, I hope you're having a super duper great day. I am, thank you. Today I'm going to talk about something that I have talked about in a previous video. However, that video was not it, so I thought that I'd do another one, and that is how to transition without hormones. If you're new here, my name is Mathilda. I'm a trans woman and I transitioned over 10 years ago, and today I thought that I could give you a few tips and tricks on how to start your transition earlier without the HRT. I know for a fact that it can be a real struggle waiting for the HRT to arrive, or maybe you're just watching this video without having the intent of going on the HRT, and that's also fine. All trans people are different, all transition differently, and that's totally okay. Like, you live your life, you do you, boo. But today I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks on how to transition without the hormones. So let's dive into all of the tips and tricks. So my first tip is knowledge is power. This was actually my first tip in my previous video as well. It is important to do your diligent research. It is important to be prepared before actually going in. Transitioning can be mentally taxing, and it's just important to, have knowledge of what you're actually getting yourself into, whether it is, research about makeup or mannerisms or getting yourself a therapist. And that's also a very important tip. Go out into the world and find yourself a good therapist. So yeah, that's my biggest tip. Be prepared before actually transitioning. So yeah, that's just like knowledge is power, girlies. Like, be smart. Tip number 2 is your mannerisms, and I can't pronounce that word, and so you just have to deal with that. But what I'm talking about is how you behave in public, how you talk, how you walk, how you sit down. All of those things are coded feminine or masculine, and I'm not saying that you have to be 100% feminine as a trans person. That is not at all what I'm implying. I'm just saying that these things can really help you along the way when you're transitioning. And if you've grown up as a boy, you've been kind of conditioned in behaving more masculine. So just doing a few things like sitting more properly, having better posture, all of those things are typically coded more feminine and can help you along the way when you're transitioning. So yeah, number 3 is pretty obvious, but that is makeup. Makeup is so important to feel feminine and to be perceived feminine. And it can really be a stepping stone in your own transitioning, learning the basics in makeup. However, please remember, less is more. When you're out and about, people watching, you can actually see that cisgender women don't typically have a lot of makeup on. It's pretty subtle and pretty natural looking. So just learning the basics in makeup can get you a long way. But my important tip is to go on YouTube. You're on YouTube right now, so that's absolutely amazing. But search for everyday makeup or makeup for trans women, and you can find yourself so many amazing great tutorials out there. And just practice, 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 practice. Practice makes perfect. That's what they say, at least. And honestly, I started doing that myself a long time ago. When I transitioned, I watched a bunch of makeup tutorials and I practiced and practiced and practiced. And let me be honest, it was hard, but it was worth it. And I learned a lot. And look at me now, look at me now. I'm no beauty guru at all, but I can definitely, put on a great face. So yeah, that's my tip number 3. And tip number 4, I have talked about this previously, so I'm going to keep it short and simple, but what I'm talking about is clothing, especially how to hide your manly features and how to show off your more feminine ones. When I transitioned, it was really popular with peplum tops, and if you're not entirely sure what the peplum top is, they're more sewn in the waist and then they go out, which kind of gives you the illusion that you have a wider hip ratio to your skinnier waist, if that makes sense. Or you can wear a skater skirt that also kind of gives the illusion of having wider hips, or wear high-waisted jeans. It's really important to find clothes specifically targeted for your body type, so please do your own research. Or you can wear shape clothing underneath. Wearing shape clothing underneath your regular clothes can also really bring your waist in and give you a more feminine form. So shaped clothing is a tip as well. But let's move on to the next one, and that is nails. Honestly, whenever I feel down, sad, gender dysphoria, I hate myself, all of that, I get my nails done. I just paint them and it makes a whole difference. Like, I feel so much more feminine, and trust me, it's really cheap. If you do it yourself, it's so easy, so cheap. Or you can go to a salon, get acrylic nails, or get them just like painted at a salon. It just makes a big difference having your nails done. It just elevates everything. It just elevates the entire look, and it makes you feel much more feminine. So yeah, but my other tip is get yourself a feminine haircut. Maybe you're trying to grow out your hair, and that's fine, but it's not necessarily important to grow out your hair to get a feminine haircut. You can get yourself a pixie cut or like a short bob kind of thing. You know, men and women typically have different hairstyles even if they have the same length. So just getting yourself a feminine haircut is definitely really important when it comes to your own transition. You get my drift. So yeah, get yourself a feminine haircut. And tip number 7, I believe, like at this point, I'm not entirely sure at all. But this is how to remove your unwanted body hair and facial hair at home. And this portion of the video is sponsored by Catch Beauty. And if you're not entirely sure what Catch Beauty does or what they mostly sell IPL machines like this little device right here. And what this does, it helps you remove your unwanted body hair and facial hair permanently at home, in the comfort of your own home, without any hassle or pain. I know for a fact that having a lot of body hair and facial hair can really be dysphoric sometimes, especially in the early transition. I went to a salon to remove my facial hair in my early transition, but now I have this IPL machine and I can definitely say that it works. I use it on my body and I've used it for like 1.5 years and it works amazing. How you use it, you just press this button right here, you plug it into the wall, obviously, and then you press this button right here and you just use it wherever you want to on your body. It's amazing. It definitely works and I love it. Like, trust me, boo, I love it. And it has really helped me on my journey and feeling more comfortable in my own body. But if you're interested in purchasing one yourself, and as I said, I truly recommend it, you can use my discount code Mathilda, and click the link down below or in my top comment. And thank you so much to Catch Beauty for sponsoring today's video, and thank you guys so much for supporting me. And remember, whenever you support a company that I work with, you also support me as well. But now let's get into all of the other tips. Tip number 8, I believe, and this kind of goes hand in hand with getting your nails done, but it is take care of yourself. Pamper yourself, have a good skin routine. Your skin is really important, and if you have good skin, you will feel more feminine. And also get your lashes done. Pamper yourself at a salon. Get your hair done, your lashes done, your nails done. Just pamper yourself. Make you look more feminine, but also feel more feminine. It is also important to eat healthy and to exercise a lot. If you exercise and eat healthy, take care of your skin, lashes, everything as I just said, I can definitely and promise you that you will feel so much better about yourself. And if you feel better, you look better. That's everything. So drink water, eat healthy, exercise, get your nails done, lashes, everything like that. And having a good skin routine is like the most important thing. Trust me. So that's my tip number 8. Take care of yourself. And my last but definitely not least tip is your voice. Trust me when I say having a feminine coded voice is like the most important thing. I think we all know, if you've seen a person that you can't really identify whether it's male or female, whenever they open their mouths, you can kind of be like, yeah, she's a girl, or yeah, he's a guy. This is just like human nature. We try to put people in boxes, whether that's right or wrong, doesn't matter. Like, I think we all kind of do this subconsciously. We try to put people in boxes. So working on getting yourself a feminine sounding voice is really important. When I transitioned, I went to a vocal coach for like 6 months, and she helped me getting a higher pitch in my voice to sound more feminine. However, what I don't recommend is going on YouTube, watching people that are not professionally trained in feminizing your voice. However, if you watch a person that is professionally trained on YouTube, obviously you can do that, but it's just not a good idea trying to learn from someone who hasn't been taught the right way to speak, because that can actually damage your voice, and that's not really good. But yeah, that was my last tip. And also, this is like kind of a bonus tip, but please don't purchase illegal hormones. I think this is kind of like self-explanatory. It can actually really damage your body. Hormones have real side effects, so it's really important to get yourself a real doctor that have a real prescription and can like help you along the way and monitor your vitals and everything like that. So yeah, that's really important. Do not, listen to me, do not purchase illegal hormones. Whatever you do, do not do it, okay? I know that gender dysphoria can be too much sometimes, but you don't wanna ruin your body forever. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you Catch Beauty for sponsoring today's video. And please remember, if you want one of these yourself, a good IPL machine, use my discount code Mathilda and click the links down below, description box, top comment, everything like that. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!